Hey, how's it going? This is Mike from the Football Diary podcast. Here today to talk about Bordeaux and their administrative relegation and loss of their professional status, which has come as a huge shock to French football, especially when the Olympics are in Paris and all eyes are on French sport right now. Now, Bordeaux have been struggling financially for a while, and in 2021 they were in administration previously as well, and they finished mid-table in Ligue 2, but that wasn't enough because the anticipated income from Fenway Sports Group, who are of course Liverpool's owners, never came. They backed out of a deal to take over the club, and that was it really, the final nail in the coffin for a decorated Bordeaux team, and such a sad thing to see for French football and European football too. So how did it happen and why are we here? Well, quite simply, it's financial mismanagement on Bordeaux's part. They've been terribly run in recent years, and this is a club, don't forget, that have had 6 Ligue 1 titles, one of the most successful clubs in French football history. So this is a major shock. A club that's also competed in Europe as well. Let's not forget they won the title in as recently as 2009. They were in the 2010 Champions League quarter-finals. They've been UEFA Cup runners-up back in 1996. So much history there. It's a club that is now, sadly, not going to be a professional club anymore. A club that has been professional since 1937. So the scale of this is huge. But what does that mean for the club going forward? Well, by going amateur, it means they have to be administratively relegated from Ligue 2. So straight away, that's a huge blow, another step down the football pyramid to recover. But obviously all their playing staff, all their staff, I guess, will have to have their contracts torn up and start from scratch. This is a new club starting afresh, essentially. And I think that's going to be hard to see them back anywhere close to their kind of lofty perch from the last 20 years. Bordeaux's been home to some legends over the years, hasn't it? Vicente Lizarazu, Jules Koundé more recently. Zinedine Zidane is probably the most famous son of Bordeaux. Not only one of the most decorated clubs in France, but one of the most famous talent producers as well. Their president, Gerard Lopez, obviously is also owner of Boa Vista in Portugal and has ties with Renault in Formula 1. Having purchased the club 3 years ago, it was hoped he could pull them out of the doldrums of administration. And they were competing, I guess, on a playing front by remaining in Ligue 2. But it just was too little too late for the club. The damage financially from their mismanagement in recent years had been done. And I think for football fans and across Europe especially, where the money flows quite freely and is very top heavy in a lot of leagues, in France especially that's the case, this has to serve as a warning about how money has to be carefully used. It's a real scare story, I think, for football fans of any club that has ambition to sort of step up from mid-table in their top division. It serves as a real stark warning for football fans in Europe. Can you imagine, for example, if West Ham were in the same position? Administrative relegation, tearing up player contracts, renouncing their professional status. It would be an absolute shock. Financial mismanagement has taken one of its most high-profile victims, I think, in Bordeaux. It serves as a reminder, really, of the volatility of finances in football.